Habib, Jakkari.
Okay, we have the second gym box fighter, Habib Jakkari, stranger to Blackbeard Fight Series. He has featured here before. Basically, he doesn't really have any grading or hasn't held any titles before, so this will be the first. He's been training in martial arts for 2 years now. And what made him get into MMA and into the fight business was, it was for fun, for exercise, for competition.
Put your hands together for his opponent, Yahiya Abdullah!
Yahiya Abdullah, 17 years old, fights for NFM. He's got a record of 2-1 and he's fighting out of Windsor. And he's currently the British wrestling champion. He's been training for about 5 years. He looks up, interestingly, to two fighters who've got very different styles, George St. Pierre and Mark Hunt. The interesting thing about Yahiya is he's been training for quite a while. I've met his dad a couple of times. I know you know him very well, Shah. He's a very nice kid and a very promising talent as well, specifically around the wrestling, and it's nice to see him actually stepping into the cage here to do some MMA.
This is a middleweight MMA title bout sponsored by CPO Insurance. Introducing in the blue corner, fighting out of London Gym Box, Habib Jakkari! And his opponent in the red corner, fighting out of Windsor, NFM, Yahiya Abdullah! Our referee, Daniel Movahadi.
And now we have two new contenders looking to become the next Blackbeard Fight Series middleweight champion.
Can't wait for this fight. I think Yahiya is, like we said earlier, promising talent, and he deserves his title shot. Here we go.
Oh. Straight in for the takedown. Habib Jakkari threw the leg kick. Yahiya caught the leg kick and drove him straight to the mat.
Great wrestling technique there.
Effortless there. Straightforward, nice technique.
I mean, we've seen Yahiya, make his debut on the inaugural Blackbeard Fight Series show, and he's come on leaps and bounds since then, having picked up the British wrestling title for his weight category. He's a young man. He's still learning his trade, but he's certainly got age beyond his numbers.
So the interesting thing is, being a wrestler, he's obviously going to enjoy staying on top there. Habib trains at Gym Box, and I know that they do a lot of jiu-jitsu there, and it'll be interesting to see how good Yahiya's jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah, I mean, you see from the bottom, Habib was throwing those Gracie heel kicks towards the buttock area just to sort of make Yahiya move or react. And look, he seems to be driving. He's reversed the position beautifully. The punches are coming up wild.
Be careful there.
Yeah, the punches, the strikes are coming towards Yahiya's face there. I think it was just instinctual.
But this Habib there just demonstrated some of his power there, because we previously seen him on Blackbeard fight shows, and he's short, he's stocky, he's powerful. But I mean, Yahiya's doing a great job here at the moment, trying to suffocate Habib's game.
It's the first time I've seen someone use heel hooks against someone's legs from underneath. Obviously, might be able to give him a dead leg from there, but
yeah. Well, Yahiya moves into mount.
Great.
High mount, obviously a dominant position. Let's see if he can capitalize on anything. See if Habib Jakkari will give him anything. I mean, as you said, Fazal, if these guys at Gym Box do train their jiu-jitsu well, let's see how he tries to escape. But saying that, it looks like Yahiya's going for the head and arm choke. Sorry, Ed.
No, I think he's going for a.
Goes to mount again.
Technically showing some nice ability there is Yahiya. So he's not just looking to sort of show his wrestling skills, but his jiu-jitsu skills as well.
And
Do you train jiu-jitsu with him as well? Have you seen him do jiu-jitsu before?
Yahiya.
yeah.
I mean, Yahiya actually, it's funny story, Yahiya. He actually started off training at Team Crossface, where the game there with the coach David Lee is based heavily around the combat submission wrestling, which entails BJJ and stand-up, catch wrestling. So he's got the background there, but obviously now he's trains out of NFM, out of Dean Amersinger's gym, and he has the likes of Terry Braze in his corner there today. And those guys, they like their wrestling, especially with Dean Amersinger being their coach.
All right.
I mean, what was kind of very noticeable from Yahiya's this fight and previous bouts that Yahiya's fought on is the patience. You normally see a wild Yahiya, but today I can see he's maturing as a fighter.
Oh yeah, as an athlete and a fighter.
Exactly, and no doubt. I mean, NFM, they've got they've got world-class coaches there,
Right.
with world-class fighters, and you can see that. You can see the maturity in his game today. Just watching him, he's just taking his time. He's
he showed-
thinking about it a bit more.
He showed great just discipline on when he was on top there. Good wrestling as well. I love the fact they he didn't waste no time going for that takedown
So
straight at the
smooth.
beginning.
So smooth.
And even though Habib threw the knee, he just swallowed it up and took him straight down.
It was obvious, obviously, with Yahiya being a British wrestling champion, and he has been really training his wrestling for MMA as well. So it wasn't going to be surprising what he was going to be going for, And so far, it's kept him in good standing in this fight so far. But I mean, I wouldn't count Habib out just yet. I think we're still yet to see what this man can bring and he can offer. This is a title fight, ladies and gents, so there's a potential of it going 5 3-minute rounds.
Straight in for the takedown again. I like the way that Habib had his legs wrapped up for a moment there, but
Habib's working the grips to get the choke.
So we're so engrossed in this part at the moment that
it's
we're commentating for a bit there. But this is how great this bout is at the moment, because you can see the movement and Yahiya was in danger there with the neck, but he did well to get out of it.
Ashley
results.
Grimshaw giving some instructions to Habib there in the corner. I think there we go. It's hard to compensate because actually the angle we're at, we can't actually see some of the action. But nice moving to mount there, Yahiya. Slipped into sort of half guard again.
Yahiya's doing pretty much what he wants to do at the moment from the top. If he wants to get side control, he does.
Yeah.
He mounts.
Saying that Yahiya's gone back into mount again. Habib's looking to bridge, but obviously with his head against the cage, that's going to be difficult to shove off.
Yeah, there's nowhere to
Yahiya.
There's nowhere to bridge to except to push Yahiya into the cage.
Yeah, he needs to push away from the cage and look for the stand-up. But Yahiya
Nice pass in the guard there by. Wow.
Well, if
He's
he's
the head and arm.
yeah.
I think he's not. The cage is in the way for him there. I think he did try and look for head and arm there.
The
But
way Yahiya's moving from like mount to side control and then just moving his legs around is very nice.
Yeah, certainly looking like the more dominant fighter on top, especially with his movement. I mean, I think Habib, not the heel kicks or the very unorthodox with the. There was the heel kicks towards the buttock area, which is understandable in guard.
But he just heel kicked his ankle.
But heel kicks to the ankle. But listen, maybe this is what Habib is used to in training, and maybe he gets reactions out of people for it.
I think it's desperation personally, because I think he does not know what to do there, and he's just trying anything and everything.
No, I think he knows what he's up to, but it's just very unorthodox.
I'm not sure about that. I think he's struck. He can't shift Yahiya.
Yahiya seems very heavy on top, and
yeah,
I think Habib is definitely struggling to sort of shift him from the bottom.
I'd like to see Yahiya actually start. There we go. It looks like he's going to go for start moving towards a head and arm, but Yahiya's showing some strength. He won't let.
I mean, with Habib's hand there, he's not going to get the head and arm from there.
No,
I think
tried shoving it across, but it didn't. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's a dominant round from Yahiya there. He's just looking for that finish, I think. But I think Habib is strong. He's got.
He's durable, isn't he?
He's just, you know, he's not going to give us some. You know, he's not going to give a submission easy.
Yeah, like I was saying, at the very end, you saw that. I moved Habib's arm across, and it looked like he was going for a head and arm, but Habib shoved his arm back out. It's hard to kind of actually pull some of these moves off against the cage because you need the space to actually move your body into position and around. But certainly Yahiya is showing some positional dominance on top. I'd like to see, I mean, you probably heard me a few times this evening, I'd like to see people go for submissions.
And he will take the title.
I think Yahiya's composing some of his energy now. Goes straight for a shot.
Oh.
Wasn't exactly the cleanest of shots.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
He's done the job. Straight arm on the head. I don't know what Habib's looking for there.
Well,
maybe a triangle.
He could have rolled over and gone for like a straight arm lock, but
or maybe an omoplata, maybe.
Yeah, he could have gone for that. I think at that angle, he could have. If he twisted his hips over, he could have gone for an armbar. But we're not there anymore. There's those unorthodox
Gracie heel kick.
Hoist Gracie UFC 1 style heel kicks, which are now banned in UFC because you can't hit the kidneys. But Habib's aiming at the buttocks and legs there. Yeah. And he certainly hurt earlier on when he heel kicked his ankle on the floor. I haven't seen this for a very, very long time though.
At the minute, Yahiya being the wrestler, saying that, he's got the body lock and he's turned Yahiya Abdullah around. Now Yahiya finds himself on his back.
Oh, great strength there by Yahiya just to reverse it again.
Yeah, this fight has certainly got the fans on the edge of their seats as it's a back and forth battle so far on the floor.
Nice movement by Yahiya, just made that look so easy, just moving straight past his guard.
Looking for the crucifix, I think, here.
Yeah, well, he's got his arm trapped, but I think he's looking.
Oh, no. I think
if he north-south from here.
If he had stayed in that position, he may have been able to lay down some punches towards the body and score some points. I mean, I think Yahiya is trying to show his all-round game, trying to show that
he's chasing the submission here, and just relax a bit more now.
It's an interesting north-south position here. You can do a sort of, there's a judo choke you can do from this point, like Kosen judo.
Yeah.
He's just not letting Habib get up. No. He's not having it.
As soon as Habib Jakkari moves, Yahiya is on him like a rash.
There's a lot of calls for knees from the bottom, but at that angle wouldn't be effective at all.
No. What do you think about that stand up by the referee there? Yahiya was in side control there.
No, he was, but there wasn't much action unfolded, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, just going back to that point about the stand up there from side control. You know, there's debate about this because he could be working a position. You know, you're not gonna.
You can kind of tell though when someone's working for one and when
or when someone's resting.
Well, I don't think they were resting. It was just.
It could be.
I mean, I thought he was in that side control for literally a few seconds.
Mate, I think because his back was turned. Yeah, he wasn't. He couldn't really strike because it's towards the back of the spinal column. Therefore, the way referee saw it was, stand-up was probably the best decision. But saying that now, we're going to be going into the championship rounds now, and
Habib's obviously a powerful guy and managed to roll him over. But then Yahiya, he's a wrestling champion, right? Gave it straight back.
Okay, this is the fourth round now in this title fight, and Habib Jakkari is looking for the takedown now.
Oh.
Was it an attempt of a judo throw there by Yahiya, but unfortunately it didn't quite work out the way he wanted, and for the first time we actually see
Habib on top.
Habib Jakkari on top.
Let's just see how he manages to keep Yahiya down here and actually execute a different game plan of his own.
Yeah. I mean, he's trapped the arm, so
it looks like he's going for a Kimura trap.
yeah.
I mean, this is the first sort of aggressive position that Habib's been in, and he's doing well.
Habib's looking for that Kimura.
Wow, great strength
Beautifully
by
done.
Yahiya.
Yeah, out of desperation and not to get that Kimura put on.
Release the beast, Yahiya!
Crowd going mad over it, enjoying all the action.
Yeah, an overzealous fan there.
Habib's quite happy to. Wow, Yahiya's showing great strength there. Wrestling, that's all wrestling technique there. That's hours on the mat there.
That, I mean, as a wrestler, you know, they don't want to stay at the bottom. They always want to get that top position because they're looking to pin.
Yeah.
And pinning is what wins fights. And in an MMA fight, as you've seen in the UFC and all these big organizations, the wrestlers, you know, dominate. They want to stay on top. You know, they want to constantly apply that pressure.
It'll be interesting to see if, oh wow, if he
Great
can actually
work by
pull off a
Habib.
submission. He's got, Yahiya's actually in a it looks a bit difficult to, oh right, he's got the other leg trapped underneath.
Is that a potential No, he's not.
No,
No,
he's got the other leg trapped. So yeah,
I mean,
this is actually Habib's chance to get past the leg there.
Yahiya's going for the Kimura from the side. I'm not sure how much of an effect
sure
it's
not.
going to have.
No.
This is quite a common scenario with wrestlers. You seldom see wrestlers with great submission skills. They dominate fights, they grind results out, and that's what we're seeing here today.
That was saying, I mean, it was just for a second there before you commentated about it, like Yahiya went for the shot. Jakkari sprawled down and Yahiya sat through beautifully, but unfortunately just missed the back take.
I think out of the two, it looks like actually Habib's the one looking for submissions. Like he looks like he's trying to set them up at least.
Yeah. I mean, Habib Jakkari, you cannot count him out. He seems like the guy, if he sees a submission, he'll take it.
Yeah,
and that could be the winning factor of the fight.
Yeah, he's certainly looking for it when he was on top there.
So we're coming up to the 10-second clapper of the fourth round.
Wow, there's those heel hooks to the thigh. Like you said, tomorrow he might have a bit of a dead leg. When he gets up to get out of bed and go and grab his breakfast, might have a bit of a problem. Huh?
He's certainly going to feel that, but
Great job by Habib in that round, I thought. I mean,
yeah,
just when you were just when you were saying you can't count him out, he comes back and he does really well that round.
Yeah, I think that's at his heart. And when you know he's down on the scorecards, you know he wants to make something happen, and he's basically trying to do whatever he can to get the finish, which is what we look for fighters in in a potential title fight.
I wouldn't count Habib out just yet.
Go psycho!
It still looks fresh, Habib Jakkari, though. You know, there's no sign of wear and tear or tiredness.
For sure, this is it's an intriguing battle at the moment. You know.
Yeah, went for the 1-2, went for the shot, but Habib saw it. Obviously, both fighters are going to be a little tired now, and it looks like Habib is looking to sort of put the pressure on Yahiya now. Yahiya turns in beautifully to the cage, saying that.
Made it look so easy. Staying heavy on Habib. Habib looking for a guillotine.
Nice takedown there by Yahiya. I think both guys are strong, They seem to be cancelling each other out in the strength department. It's just whoever gets a better position.
Yep.
I mean, we saw. I mean, Yahiya's obviously been on top on more occasions than when Habib has. But when Habib has, he's actually been aggressive.
Oof.
So we're just looking for Yahiya just to be that bit more clinical.
Yahiya moves beautifully to side control, but unfortunately his knee on belly there wasn't quite knee on belly. He just tried to throw his legs over the legs of Habib, but Habib was a bit more savvy to know that.
You know what I like about Habib? He just threw like an elbow to Yahiya's ribs there. He's just letting him know, look, I'm still in the fight.
Yeah.
I'm very much still in the fight.
But when you say that, Yahiya seems to be the guy who's looking like winning in the judges' eyes so far with that dominant man position, which he's found himself in quite a few times this fight. I think if the cage allows it, Yahiya might be able to spin around and and lock the armbar on, because Habib does really straighten his arms out when he tries to push.
Yeah,
Cage.
every time Habib rolls over his left shoulder to get Yahiya off, that's an opportunity for Yahiya to just either go into a belly down armbar or roll him over again into like an armbar, just a normal armbar.
It's been a packed out venue here today at the Magnet Centre in Maidenhead. The crowds have really been in for a delight. The first. Oops.
He's going for a bit of a
guillotine there from the top. But I think that would probably be more effective with the one-arm guillotine in and using his hand to base to put more pressure on his neck.
Yeah, you could like do a one-hand guillotine in, but then you can do like a throw your other arm.
Lovely knees there by Yahiya.
I think this is payback for all those heel kicks towards Yahiya's legs.
But I mean, Yahiya hasn't done enough of this really. He hasn't thrown many strikes when he's been on top.
He's adjusted nicely in this position, but he hasn't actually. Yahiya puts his hands up already after the 10-second clapper. They think it's all over. It is now.
So that was I think that was actually quite a tight call, but I think just because of pure positional dominance, I would give that to Yahiya.
I don't think it was close, personally. I mean, we had that moment in the fourth round where Habib was attacking, but other than that, I think Yahiya was on top, dominated him, and I think he takes this by decision. I mean, yeah, I'm sure Yahiya probably himself thinks he should have finished Habib, but I mean, it was an intriguing battle because you knew if Habib got a sniff, he was going to take something home with him there. First title.
Please put your hands together for both fighters! Winner by unanimous decision. The red corner, Yahiya Abdullah!
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our first title of the evening goes to Yahiya Abdullah. He is the BBFS middleweight champion.
Okay, I'm here with the winner, Yahiya Abdullah, your new Blackbeard Fight Series middleweight champion. Give it up for Yahiya. Yahiya, just some words, please. How does it feel like having this strap around your waist?
It feels great. I'm just grateful for all the guys down at NFM, my head coach team. Terry Brazier, he's about to be world champion next Friday. All the guys, my wrestling coach, Scott Murray, all the guys down at Slow Wrestling. Mr. Blackbeard himself, Naman, for organising this great event, and all you guys as well, man.
Yeah, well done, Yahiya. So, Yahiya, this is your fourth fight on Blackbeard Fight Series now. You're now 2-2 on the show. 3-1, I beg your pardon, sorry. Okay, what's next for you? Are you looking to come back and defend your title, or what's your plans?
You know, I'm only 16. I've got a great team behind me, world-class coaches, world-class fighters. It's up to them, whatever they want to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Excellent, that's fine. Is there anyone else you want to thank out there?
All the guys down at NFM, all the guys down at Slow Wrestling, my dad, dropping me, paying for my training, all of that. My mum, my family, all praise to be to Allah. I'm so grateful for everyone that came here tonight. Thank you, guys.
Well done, Yahiya. Once again, please give it up for Yahiya Abdullah, your new Blackbeard Fight Series middleweight champion.